15-10. Let's attack the pawn. Hit the center as we do. Take. Capture the queen. Now this is the opening we don't really like. We said we were going to try and do it differently. And let's go with what we know and let's get comfortable with the position. We know how it pans out, but it depends on what the opponent might react differently. So we'll stick with what we know, which is attacking this pawn. Obviously didn't need to do that movement, and we could x-ray through to their king with the bishop. Let's castle. Really don't like this opening. It just opens so much for them coming down attacking like this pawn. We could bring the bishop here. Really don't. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. Okay, let's do it. All depends on what the opponent does. If they take advantage of these small details, it does give us a bit of a headache trying to find a good position on the board. Okay, it's going for doubling of the pawn, sorry. What's this knight doing? It's just attacking the pawn. Could move. Just to get chased around a little bit. Comes here. Pawn comes down. Looks a bit messy. We don't need to double the pawns, just to... Could bring the bishop back. Could bring the knight back. Bring it here. All gets a little bit messy. I'm going to bring the knight back. Let's try and get some comfort in here. It's not really comfortable because I'm on the back again with the knight. Should be moving forward really. Not a fan of this opening. So they brought their bishop out. They're going for castling. Let's give us time to move our bishop out a bit. Looking for the knight coming here, I believe, obviously. Would push here, but he does have the bishop getting a momentary check on our king. They've gone for a king move, gone into the line of fire of the bishop. I'm going to push this pawn because what I don't really like is this, but it can come here because there's nothing protecting on that side. Hitting us, we could take the knight, doubles the pawns, but it's in front of our king. And if we come here, we get chased. We come here, we're kind of hitting a toughie. I'm going to come here. And then we can push onto the bishop. And try and free the knight. So very scrappy. Not a fan of the opening. It's all based on what the opponent does. If they'd have reacted a bit more aggressive, I suppose, they would have been, you know, winning those important tempi. And that's why I don't like the opening, because I tend to lose the tempo. Because I'm doing it wrong, obviously. they're going into a deep think there. So we can take the pawn's going to end up being on our knight. Jump up, put a check on the king, knight takes, bishop takes, pawn pushes down. Or we can just push onto their bishop. He is looking for this pawn, but the knight is actually protecting at the minute. I'm going to push onto the bishop like we planned. Okay, and now if we take... Oh, we could just jump the knight in as well first before we do any of that. But his knight is going to be here, but our knight is currently protecting. Not a very nice position for the knight. Anyway, going to put the check on the king anyway. Just take with the pawn. Don't think the knight's going to want to stay there now. They'll probably reverse. Oh, it's actually stayed. Let's take. Get this knight here now, blocking for a brief moment. Space for attacking the king, so they will have a panic attack and move the king. Attacking our bishop. I'm going to put the check on the king first, like we said. Okay, so we can move the bishop. Maybe just keep it in this stealth zone, making space for all the pawns. I'm not really the king of this file at all. Yeah. Just going to be an exchange down, but for now his rook is on the other side. Maybe look to attack this pawn. I know it's going to leave this pawn isolated, but got to get some activity going. I can't leave the bishop stuck in their side like that. Again, trying to give them something to think about. Oh, and they're giving us something to think about now. I was going to be pushing on here if they didn't do anything. Bishop takes, but then it's going to be on a higher piece, which is the rook. Let's just support the knight for now. Could have brought it back here, but he's probably looking to push this pawn and support it. Giving us lots of things to think about. We can... We said we wanted the bishop to be in the game somehow. Probably attacking the pawn. Gonna have to support with the bishop. Yes, exact move. So I'll support it with the bishop for now. I don't know why they didn't take the pawn here. Never mind, let's push it. No point making a beeline for this pawn because it'll be easily defended. Either with that, more so the bishop. Probably the bishop in the middle. But the knight is there at the minute, so he's not going to do that just yet. If the knight did move, then the bishop just drops here. So they're putting like a one-on-one at the minute, excuse me, a one-on-one. Are they planning a two-on-one situation? Hitting the pawn here if we take. got a check on the king. King takes, we would be able to take the bishop off the board, so that would work nicely for us. I think we're going to have to start pushing some pawns up. Make space for the king. They are going for it as well, but oh, I think we've missed the trick, haven't we? No, we haven't, because we get the check on the king, like we said. So he's either going to have to come here to defend the bishop. But this pawn's going anyway, it's not... Oh, they've resigned. Oh, damn. We're going to have a quick look at that then. Oh, it's only +2. It's saying king e7, so yeah, they'd have to come and defend. Do we take though? Oh, it's saying rook with a check on. Rook with a check on. And then it's an f8. And then it's a bishop takes the f7. Interesting situation. Obviously the king takes. And then it's a b. Same b4, but he's going to have a 2-on-1 there, isn't he? Am I missing something? Alright, b4, say the bishop takes, knight takes. If the rook comes down, then the rook can't come and stop the pawn from promoting. Very clever. Very clever. Yes. Obviously the computer's not going to fall for that because it's saying g5 now. But if the human would have done, yep, like we said, and we take, and then they go here. Although it's not showing it as a good thing for us. I thought we... Oh, it can go behind them. It can go around the back. Duh. Oh. Well, I thought we had something. I thought we had one of those special things. Bishop takes. Then you push. Ah, move order was wrong. Move order was wrong. So I was right, but wrong. Yeah, so you don't need to rush to take there. It's bang. It's saying rook c8, so what happens from there? Take the bishop. Take the bishop, yeah, nice one. I like that. Yeah, so it was the move order that was wrong. I knew that pattern was there somewhere, but I just done it wrong. Excellent.